Hello, it's your humble homesteader friend coming to you from Canada. It's a another beautiful day. We're really blessed by these beautiful days at the end of the fall, 2/3 into fall, at least 2/3 into October anyway. Just got back from town from my weekly shopping trip to town, and I had mentioned to you that when in town at this time of year, I collect the bagged leaves that town folks leave to be picked up by the city crew. I'm assuming they mulch it or something. And I was actually lucky enough. Actually, it was a very good shopping trip. I got a lot done. I did a lot of shopping. A bunch of stuff were on reduced, which is always good that I needed. And also that sometimes when I pick up leaves from town, if it had been raining before the folks rake them and bag them, or if it rained after they bagged them, the bag end up being wet, hard to carry, and you don't want to put it in your car. And I don't have a truck, so it's a regular car. And but today it was one of those, whatever the opposite of a perfect storm is. Good blessings all around. So I managed to get 6 of these, 3 behind me and 3 here to the side that you can't see right now. And I will show you what they look like inside. I actually mailed my action cam back, and I don't know if they'll give me my money back or not. So I don't have the mobility to show you how inside the bags, then again, that one wasn't so shake proof either. It was kind of shaky too, now that I think of it. Although anyway, this is a regular camera, so this will be probably more likely to be shaking and vibrating. I apologize for that, but I won't get another chance. I don't know when I'll be able to buy another one of those action cams. And actually, I did some extensive research, and you could pay $700, upwards of $700 for the big names, and they would still not be. I see bad reviews. A good 7-8% of the buyers or purchasers have had bad reviews on them, and when you read them, initially you think, oh no, there's always like that 10% of people that are just whiny and they're never satisfied, but too picky. But they were well written and well composed and well worded and not angry and not whatever. They were compelling and arguments and enough for me to say no. If I'm going to spend, I don't. First of all, I don't have $700 to spend on a camera like that. But even if I did, now I'm thinking, oh, good. I'm glad I didn't do it, because it's no better than what I already had at a third of the price or a quarter of the price. Anyway, I will try to show you what kind of leaves I got, just in case you're also trying to maybe doing the same thing one day, because there is a difference in what's in the bag. Firstly, you don't want anything that's not. It's got like a branch poking through it, which usually that one branch, you may think that was just what's one branch, but that's just an indication or an indicator of what's inside. That means that people have put in all kinds of branches and twigs and maybe even garbage in there. Whereas if the bags are nice and cushy, it means it's mostly mostly leaves. So let me show you, and then I'll take you to our former chicken coop, and you've seen it already. There's a video on that. If you haven't, go back and have a look. And it'll never be that empty again, because not only I picked up these 6 bags. I'm not satisfied with them. I'm actually never satisfied with most things. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. I'm more satisfied with things. I'm learning to be not so much content. I'm grateful for whatever I have, however small. But like this trip that I had today to town. But um, not being satisfied for me, and also means that I I have room for improvement, or things have room for improvement. And it will start with me. I'm not perfect, and I have a lot to learn. And if you have something, I'm always looking for someone to teach me something, opposing argument, whatever. I'll take it if they can change my mind. I'm open to it. Without further ado, let me show you what. Oh, there's a question of uh, what I'm wearing. I want to apologize for wearing for my attire, but then when I think about it, actually, this is actually a good time to mention this. Just yesterday or the day before, I was watching some documentaries. Now that I have access to high-speed internet, and for some reason, I'm watching other folks, like farmers and things, and I look at what they're wearing, and they're no better than what I'm wearing. And if you ever watch documentaries like that, have a look. I'm telling you, if you see a documentary of a farmer, someone that lives in the rural or country or off grid or whatever, and they're dressed nice, you can be sure that's an Instagram moment that you're looking at, because we people in this sort of lifestyle, we know how dirty things can get. And I have another pair of pants I'll show you begrudgingly, much to my family's dismay. And it's a beige pair of pants that is covered in sap. And sap by itself is fairly clear, maybe a bit creamy. But what happens is that because it's sticky and gooey, anything that touches it instantly sticks to it, and it looks like dirt. So those pants that I have on looks like someone that works at an oil field, right? But they're clean, they're washed, they're not sticky anymore, but they just look like that because they're forever that look now. And so it's not that I'm wearing dirty, raggedy things. It's just that if you're working in this setting, very shortly, within minutes of being into your work, this stuff's gonna get dirty, and you don't want to put that in your laundry as much as you can. So what I do is I hang it on the line on a super rainy days, and let the rain rinse it as much as it can. Then I wring it. Then I bring it and put it in the washing machine with other dirtier clothes. So what am I wearing? This top I think I bought along with this belt, the red belt that people want to know about, from a store that is still around, buys articles of clothing that's been that other stores originally, when they were new, could not, when they not new, when they first came out, could not sell. And so it goes to this store, and that store, I'm sure you have similar ones where you live. And so this store buys whatever merchandise at the end of their season or year or whatever that didn't sell, and brings it to their store, to their own store, and sell it at a discount. And they obviously buy it for a very low price. What's good about it is that it's brand new, never been used. It's just, and I don't care. I only buy classic stuff, so I don't go by what's in fashion or whatever today. And so I bought it. So the stores that buy those merchandise buy them at a fraction of the price, and they sell it at a fraction of the price. Problem is that there's only one of. So for instance, this red, or this shirt that I have on, I'll tell you about the belt in a minute. I bought both of them at the same time, not on the same day, but close to same year or two. I would say 30 years ago. I know you're thinking that's insane, but when you buy quality things, this is a heavy cotton shirt. I'm not advertising for anybody. It's just I'm not even a sports fan. I do watch one, maybe uh, uh, whatever, a game of, or one particular game of Olympics, and that's it. Not even Winter Olympics. But anyway, so I bought these two about 30 years ago, and also I don't wear them every day. I switch and wear some other things. Like this is, for instance, too heavy to wear in the summertime. Even though short sleeves, it's better suited for this time of year. And my belt, I don't know if you can show. This is a I looked at it the other day. I think it's a Ralph Lauren. Again, this is not a sponsored video for these people that sell the bags or the leather in my belt. Just to tell you, just to tell you that I do wear this when it was new. You can't tell it's all dirty and whatever. But at one time this was new and nice and red. But the quality of it, it hasn't. I'm sure they don't make things like that anymore. But the quality, it's not frayed. It's not. It's not. I mean, it's just dirty. It's just dirty because if at one time I used it to go out with and other clothes, and then if slowly it's made its way just like this shirt to what I'm doing with now. So it's dirty now. So I don't care, but I still like red. Primary colors, yellow, whatever, bright, and it's this. I don't know if you can see. There's nothing wrong with it, and my pants I bought from a charity store. Again, if you're working in this sort of setting, stuff's gonna get dirty. So what? I don't know why I'm wearing my reading glasses to talk to you way over there. So stuff's gonna get dirty, and who cares? I didn't pay much for it. Otherwise, it may have gone to the landfill. And so here it is. Let me show you what's inside one bag. I'll bring it over. Maybe this one. Okay, so have a look. So this one, there's a combination of mulched grass, like grass clippings, and some is an oak leaf, and part of a maple leaf, and some other smaller leaves. And I will put that in my. Oh, I also see some needles of like pine needles. You see, pine needles, and it's all good. It's a good pine, but this I have to make sure I put on or around my berry bushes because they're the ones that can benefit most from acidic soil. And that's what these. If you ever go to a forest and there's nothing else growing under these big trees, first of all, those trees are mostly red pine, and secondly, the reason why nothing else grows in it is because of these leaves. They're also not highly combustible, but this is actually in big forest fires that you see, even in Canada and mostly in the West Coast and elsewhere, is because they have or in California, they have a lot of these, and there's a carpet that could be a foot or two thick of these guys. So one lightning and it's all fuel, right? Poof, it goes. So I will go and put these in my former chicken coop, and I'll come back and take you, and we'll go and do some more clipping the dead blackberry canes today. And there should be enough time this afternoon. We're also going to go for a hike up the ridge, about an hour and a half return hike with some neighbors, but I won't have my camera with me then. So I have to get as much as I can done before we start our hike in a few hours. I'll talk to you soon. Let me take you inside, not inside, but closer. No sense in you being so far away. Hey, while I got you, let me show you this one bag. What I was talking about mulch leaves. This one might be a better example of what mulch leaves look like. You see how almost like shredded they are? And this is because they're not expensive. The leaf mulchers that you can buy, they're not expensive. But if you don't shred it yourself, and if they're not already shredded, you either have to kind of wait till the following year to do it, so it's all crumbled and it can break up easily, or you have to get a mulcher to do it. And there's no you have to do anything. I shouldn't have said you have to. The reason for that is that the less broken up they are, the less mulch they are, the longer they take to break down. So if you're finding whole leaves, that's not a whole leaf. That's a whole leaf, but it's a smaller oak leaf. The bigger they are, the longer they take to break down. That's all I'm saying. If you want be more productive, either buy a mulcher or open the bags and look. I know it's a little bit embarrassing if you're in town, especially if you're with your family. I don't know, but open the bag and look for leaves that look undistinguishable from, like you wouldn't be able to tell what kind of leaves they are from what species. That means they've been mulched. They're too broken up. So I'll put these inside and we'll go and do some dead caning, whatever. Actually, this one looks so good that I think I'm just going to put this on my rhubarb and black parts black currant bed. Let's keep that aside. This one looks good too. It's a good day. That's what I was saying. Good day. So good. And it smells so good. let's go to the rhubarb bed and put some leaves there. Unfortunately, I ran out of how can I put this for you to see? Oh, let me see. I ran out of good compost for this particular bed, so now unfortunately I have to just use leaves. You know, you do what you can. Wow, it's warm in there. The grass is breaking down. And sometimes there's little bits of garbage goes in my pocket. That garbage? Oh, it's grass. I don't know if I've shown you. Just a minute. I don't know if I've shown you how I put pine needles on the base of my black currants. If I haven't, I'll take you over and show you. You see how flaky and powdery it is? It's been mulched. Maybe some of the compost too. Now that I have the abundance. Here are two black currant bushes that could use some pine needles. It looks nice too after we do it. For those who like presentation. So this works in many ways. You can see, yes. One is that come springtime, actually no, before springtime, right now in the winter soon, that acts like a, let me go this way, you can see. This acts like a layer of insulation, and I know it's not thick, but every little bit helps. It's better than nothing, right? And then because our snow is fluffy and airy, we get a lot of it, and that gives it another thermal blanket. And then come springtime, when the birds start to come back, they love making their nests out of these fine pine needles, and so they have a ready supply to have at it. And plus, as they break down, because they're acidic, these black currant bushes like it. I see a few more, so let's go take care of them too. Doesn't it look good? All right. There's one right there. Don't want to put too much because I have so many black currants to do. With each bag, I say a little thank you to the folks that didn't want them and left them out for me. No, they didn't leave them out for me, but I'm just still grateful. Sticks. You don't want the sticks. Leave these there for now. Stick. So that's one bag done. Well, rest. Lovely black currants. I have a lot more if I get to. find more, I'll do the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 10 more. Well, I mean, I'm grateful for what I have, so let's go back. Folks, while I'm walking, before I set it down, I wanted to say that I've mentioned this before. If the videos that you're seeing that I'm making here for you seem too slow, or you might, no, let's just say slow. It's by design. Sorry, I'm just thinking maybe I should put a layer of leaves on something else over there on my beds that I didn't have enough soil for. Well, let's save this for now, just in case I don't get to find any more leaves, because I'm only in town once a week. Yeah, so if you find these videos, if you're finding these, let's go in the sun so you don't have to look at that cage looking things. That's the house. I'm collecting water there. That's nice, isn't it? Okay. If you're finding these videos, oh, am I in there? If you're finding these videos a little too slow for your liking, some of them anyway, it's by design. That is to say, I'm doing this on purpose. I could put music, I could put the fast forward editing thing, I could sing. Maybe I will do that once in a while when I'm in the mood and when I feel brave enough. But really, us joking aside, it's on purpose, because for folks that have maybe sort of an attention deficit, or for folks who lack the serenity of the forest, the folks who have PTSD, these are all calming. If even if you don't have any of that, but you have all this chatter in your head, or all these things that you have to do, or things that didn't go right today, or things that have gone wrong for you in your life, or whatever, you just need to calm your mind down. You can watch these videos, and for a however short length of time, remove yourself from that noise, that whatever it is that you're otherwise hearing. And I know you could be watching a movie, and I don't know if there are any good movies. I haven't found many that I like, but the fact is that, or shows. But if you can't, if you can, go watch them. If it's a means of distraction, that's you prefer doing that, do it. And then these are, by the way, as you know, there's a commercial and ad free, trying to keep it as long as I can. And so there's, give it a chance. And if you don't really, after a few of them, if they don't grow on you, then don't watch. But if you feel like they're beneficial to you, I didn't have this either growing up, or even up until 10, 11 years ago in the city. And I would have appreciated if I had something like this to watch. That's just peace in, listen. So let me know what you think, as they say, in the comments. I don't know. I hope you like them. Okay, let's just go back, and I'll take you to another part of on the north side, and I'll be doing some clipping of the dead raspberry canes. I don't know if you can tell, I'm covered in scratches. If you know, not raspberry, blackberry canes. If you know blackberries, they have they're not like raspberries where like have tiny little bristly, thorny things that they can go into your skin and embed themselves. Blackberries are different. They have like almost like claws. Not everywhere, but they're such that they catch on you and they just don't let go and just rip your skin. I should have worn long sleeves, but it's such a gorgeous day, and I don't know. I don't remember the last time it was so beautiful on a late October day here. So and tomorrow, by the way, sorry, tomorrow, tomorrow, uh, it's forecasted to go to plus 20. Unfortunately, I have to go help my elderly neighbor across the road. But I mean, I'll try to make it as short as I can. Usually, when I go there, it could be at least 3 hours. So we'll see. But still, being outside. It's work, but it's still being outside. It's not. It's still. I enjoy being outside and working outside, and any time than to be. There's plenty of time here to be inside. So okay, let's go. I'll show you the south side of the property. You've seen it in my other videos. It's the gathering place there. Okay, I'll turn the camera off and go get my clippers. But before I go, that's an oak trees and sumac, if you know what they look like, and tamarack, if you know what they're the only evergreen that loses its that drops its needles every year, and then as opposed to the other evergreens that keep their leaves. And so it's almost like nature's doing it for us to have some remnants of beautiful colors long after everything else has lost its leaves. Glorious. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.